I'm not going to be in camera view, but I decided I wanted to make a prop because I just got watching Ash vs. the Evil Dead Season 1 and 2, and supposedly 3's coming out soon here in 2018, so I wanted to make a prop. And I'm going to make the Necronomicon for my prop. I just want to say that the style that I'm going to go for, I'll explain later on in the video, but for right now we're just going to head straight into it. I got this book. It is the size I feel like the Necronomicon should be. I'm not going for an Evil Dead 1, but an Evil Dead 2 and Evil Dead 3. I mean, well, Ash vs. the Evil Dead, but you get what I'm saying. Size book, and like I said, I'll explain my style as the video progresses. So, first process I'm going to do is take this book and basically cut out the pages that are already in it. So you're going to just watch that real quick, and then I'll explain my whole entire process after that. Okay, so as you can see now, I have removed the spine with the pages in it, and now I have the book, well, the bookcase. Next part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some latex to this, cover the whole entire thing, get a good layer of it on top of it, and then using toilet paper and cotton balls, I am going to form the face. My idea of the Book of the Dead, since it says it's bound in human flesh, and a lot of times, like I've noticed through, I think, Army of Darkness and Evil Dead, Ash vs. Evil Dead, I've noticed that the book has eyes, teeth, and stuff, and I don't really like that concept for the Book of the Dead. I kind of like how the first one kind of looks like someone's face, like Leatherface took his mask and put it over a book cover, basically, where it looks like a human face on top of the cover. That's the look I'm going to go for, so it's basically just going to be a human shaped like face on top of this book. And you'll see what I'm saying as I develop it, but that's the main part of it. So, well, okay, everybody, I've got the book covered in latex and toilet paper and cotton. I'm going to let it set for a while before I paint it or do any detail to it. But next up, I'll be working on the pages. Hey everybody, Sam here. I didn't make a video explaining how I found some of these pages. I just went online and sort of looked up Necronomicon pages. Some of these I printed off, some of them I didn't, because the way they printed it off, they just didn't look right. And when I was doing the aging and processing part for the pages, which I'll explain in the next video clip, some of them didn't work out, so some of these pages that you do see did not make it to the final part of my Necronomicon. But I mean, it's really easy to just look up the Evil Dead, the book pages, or the Necronomicon pages. I kind of just went with both. You'll see that there's some of the original Necronomicon, there's some with the 2013 version pages, but it's all there. Like I said, this is just kind of my taste. I liked some of the pages they had from the remake, but what can I really say? I was working with what I got, and I enjoyed, putting this together. A few things I don't think I put on my video that I'm just going to explain now. The pages will, kind of look like they're aged well, but it looks really good and they hold up pretty well. If you do the process right, what I did was I just dipped them in tea water and crumpled them up. And if you do it right, it'll look good. It'll look like an actual, legitimately aged page. So thank you very much. Alrighty. Right now what I'm getting ready to do is I printed off some pages for my Necronomicon. The idea is I got some tea and some water, and my idea, oh yeah, if you're wondering, I looked these up on Google, printed them off, and just used them as is. And I'm just going to crumple them up like this. And sort of just lightly dabble them. And just sort of just dabble them. Pull them out. And there you go. Just like it'll give them that look. And what I'll do is I'll just hang them up, let them dry. And that's the whole plan with all these. Is just dab them in some tea water, let them soak, and then let them dry. Hey everybody, Sam here. So my Necronomicon has dried out. The latex is all set, so I'm going to give this a paint job. I'm going to go with some fleshy tones, some browns, some grays, some different sets of colors. Kind of give it that, like, you know, old skin look where it's dried out and leathered out. But yeah, there it is. So check it out. Later on I'll have it done painted. I mean, right now I've been working on the pages. I'm letting them dry before I touch them up. So stay tuned a little bit and I'll have this all painted up. And I'll show you what it looks like. Hey everybody, Sam Burge here. Let me turn my TV down real quick because I got some. Well, I got my pages all weared out and aged. I dipped them in the tea water like I said earlier in the video. And they look okay, they look alright, they look weathered, they look, you know, damaged, they look, you know, some of them actually ripped during the process, so I'm really happy for that because it gives it that look. I made some spares. These are just spare back pages. There's nothing on them. They're blank. These are just filler to give the book some thickness. So they're just like, they're going to be like all the way in the back. I got about like, I think like 10 or 12 pages of some actual like illustrations, you know. I looked up, like I said before, I looked up like Necronomicon or necromancy pictures, you know. Some of these are, I think, are from the actual Book of the Dead, some aren't. So, I mean, it's like sort of going through because it's kind of hard to find some of these pictures. I know this one right here is actually from the 2013 bad, horrible remake, wannabe Evil Dead. But, you know, it's the ones I could find on hand. I think there's a couple that are not related. And like I said, some of these actually ripped during the weathering process, so that gives it a cooler look, which was what I was going for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch these up. I'm going to burn some of the edges and put some fake blood, some, you know, give them some more wear and tear look, make them look old and nasty and whatnot, because that's the ideal of what I'm going for with this. Hey everybody, so here's the pages. I did some burn details on them, if you see. I did this, but please be cautious when you do this because this is kind of dangerous. Fire is something you shouldn't play with, but what I did was I rolled these up so I could just hit the edges just the way I liked them. Like I said, I just rolled them up real tight, got a lighter, lit the tip of it, let it burn for a little bit. You can roll them up in different ways, spiral out, flat as a roll, you know, and you can get different, like, you know, edges to them all. Yeah, like so, here's all my pages. Some of them I ripped them, kind of tried to give it that natural look, burnt the edges, and so like here it all is. I think what I'll do next for some of these pages is get some fake blood, some paint, and sort of touch them up a little bit better. And here are the back pages. Like I said, these ones I'm not going to really care too much. I think I'm just going to leave them burnt, and that's it. Like I said, these are just for add some fat to them. That's about it. So there you go. And hey everybody, I'm back. So here's the finished product. I figured the lighting would be a little creepy. So I'll show you in the dark because I just wanted to. I'm just doing this for shits and giggles. But here's the finished product of my Book of the Dead. It's all painted. It's all set up. And here's the pages, because in the last part I know I said I was going to do some detail work. But like, really honestly, like, yeah, let me go turn on the lights. It's kind of hard to see. Like, here it is, like the finished byproduct. So like, I have all the pages, and I wish I kind of done a little bit better. I'm going to have to tack up this a little bit better and probably touch this up a little bit more. There's all the pages. I did the burning like I said I would. Make it look old age. You know, it's like, I like it. It looks wonderful. It looks beautiful. It looks like what I had in my head the whole entire time when I was like thinking about making this. So there we go. Add some fake blood, you know, just to give it that look. Because if I'm right, when they did necromancies and stuff, they did sacrifices. So I imagine like this book did not get kept clean. Like I said, there's all that detail. Like there it is, like all the detail in the pages. I mean, I love the way it turned out. It turned out really well. For what I think, you know, for what I believe in. And like, here's all the, like, even on the like the blank pages, like, yeah, here's all the blank pages. Like I said, these blank pages are just for filler. They're just to make it give it some bulk. There's the last page where it's on the back of the book. Yeah, like, so yeah, like, there you go. And there's the front cover. I put the goat there because I thought the goat would fit better. So yeah, there you go. Just like all there for you to take in, you know, just details, the gore, just making it to look like what I want and stuff. And the funny part is with this right here, if you look carefully, like when I printed this off, it went all in black and white, so like all these little marks that were supposed to be in red were black. So like, I like it the fact that I could put a light layer of fake blood, and like, yeah, all the red is just fake blood. I added a little black food coloring to it, so I darkened it up just a little bit, because like, as you can see, some of it pinks up a little bit, but like if you add a little bit of black, you can see the difference. Just did all the different, you know, shadings and the coloring, just to give it some like characteristics, you know, just to give it some backstory. Yeah, there you go. Just do one more turnaround. Alright, yeah, just like all the detail I put it for it. Here's the book itself. I'll go up a little bit closer. And like I said, you know, the funny part is this was done on such a nice little budget. I did it with toilet paper, cotton balls, and, you know, and latex. That's all it took, you know, and it's not a bad prop to make. And I mean, look at that. That's what it looks like with the pages inside of it. It looks and feels like, you know, something that the Necronomicon should be, you know, a book, you know, a book bound in human flesh, which is what I went for the look. You know, it's supposed to have that, you know, look of like human flesh stretched over a book. You know, it's just like, that's all its detail right there is like in that, and this right here. So yeah, so check it out. And I want to say thank you all for watching this. I do other props. I don't know if a lot of you have watched my videos. I do props, I do makeup work, I do all sorts of kind of work. I'm a very artistic kind of guy, and I'm always up for commissions. And it just, like, it really would help out if y'all could just share this, show people this. If you want to add me on Facebook, just message me. I'll be more than happy to add you. But yeah, there it is. There's the Book of the Dead. Hey everyone, Sam here real quick. I want to deliver a quick message. I'm always up for commission work. I've always wanted to do commission work, and I've done many other props you can see on my channel and whatnot. But if you're interested and you see this video and I'm still up and running to whatever point you see this, and you have a question or some type of prop or a costume you want me to work on, just hit me up. Links on the side to my Facebook, my Gmail. Just hit me up, contact me, give me an idea of what you want, and we can work something out. I'm always up for commissions. I'd like to thank everybody who, you know, participates and helps me out, get my name out. I always greatly appreciate it. So, have a nice day, and thank you all for watching.
The Book of the Dead. My wife and I brought the book to this cabin, where I could study it undisturbed. It was here that I began the translations. The book speaks of a spiritual presence, a thing of evil that roams the forests and the dark bowers of man's domain. It is through the recitation of the book's passages that this dark spirit is given license to possess the living.